Letting it sizzle. Let it sizzle. Shh. Sizzling. We're sizzling. We gotta let it sizzle. Michael Jackson said that, and I'll never forget it. You gotta let it sizzle. He said you can't just start. Gotta let it sizzle. Oh, now y'all don't want to work? Okay. Okay. Oh, McGregor. Why are you green? All right, we good. Yeah. What's going on, beautiful people? My name's Kasabian Lavoe. Welcome back. What? Got some new bumper music. My bad, I ain't it. Hey, hey. Can I? No, I can't do both. I can't do both. It's one at a time. So I'll play this music now in between the stories, so that we have a little something to like get through. Hey, I do it on my lonely. When you want top, it get lonely. Pow. Huh? Oh, my bad. I can't spell because I'm Tartar, fool. Anyway, we back. What's going on, beautiful people? How you doing? How do I sound? Mic check 1 2. What is this? Mic. My mic sound nice. Tell me what my mic sound like. We did not start recording. I gotta record at the top of the show. But whatever. Elon bought Twitter. So what? It was a misspell. Tough noogies. Let's get into today's show. Let's get into the topics. Let's talk about it. First, let me start recording for the pod. I sound like what? Okay, cool. So I don't know what you're here for, but you're killing my vibe. Thank you. Let's get into today's show, and we'll talk about all the things that's popping off. I can't play the music. The Grammys was yesterday or sometime in Vegas. Actually, Vegas looked good. I'm not even mad at that. But we shall have a good show. I can't play the music. If this is your first time watching, just understand that I want to play the music, but they don't let me. Only when it's my music. They don't get mad when it's mine. But when it's not mine, it is a whole hassle. But nonetheless, we are here. We have topics. There's music playing. Hustler music. No money. Got that motherfucking hustler music. Hey. That's Young Money. Hey, got that hustler music. Got that. I gotta remember that when the show starts to look at y'all. I'm always zoning off this way. But we're doing the intro song. Young Money got that motherfucker. I know my vibe is tight. And then coming alone. I gotta do it that way because last time I rapped the song, they copywrote me for singing the song out of my face. The fuck was that about? I'm serious. I'm so serious. We'll talk about it when we talk about it. The chat's going crazy over there, y'all. Chat's going crazy. It's going crazy. Gunshots. It's Kasabian. Kasabian Lavoe wine. What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Kasabian Lavoe. Welcome back to the Kasabian Lavoe Show. I'll be your host with talent on loan from God, Kasabian Lavoe. I say my name 50 million times so you don't get it wrong. We live from Las Vegas. This is episode 309. 309. No sophisticated water. Before the show starts, We'll get into the comments because Gilly's going wild. Yo, where's Loner at? You can play certain beats. The issue is that for some reason, some of them come off and on that free copyright list. It's a pain in the ass. But we start the show with music, and unless it's my music, I can't. They'll flag me for everything. Last episode it was my music, and now I got new bumper music. So when we're going from story to story, we can switch off with something like this as opposed to
a few moments later.
Which either way, I mean, I like them both. They don't bother me, but we shall get into the show and we'll talk about it. So Martha Stewart's cat got murdered. We'll talk about that. Also, Cardi B deleted her Twitter and her Instagram, but Tasha K got to delete some shit too. So boom. Did Louis C.K. beat the cancel culture stigma? Did he honestly like really smush it last night? And shout out to Baby Keem. We'll get into that. I've been watching Julia on Hobo Max, and I love it. I can't help it. If you shop at dispensaries like I do, we gotta worry because the ATM issue is getting bad again. And then Elon Musk bought Twitter. We'll talk about it. As well as Amazon unionizing. That's kind of weird, but we'll get into that. And this is the best story that I've read in a long time. Page 6. Vegas is trash. The music industry wants out of this fuckhole. So we'll talk about that and we'll bust some shots off. Get the horns going. My name is Kasabian Lavoe. Do I gotta do the voice thing? Hello. No, okay, let me stop.
If I do the pitch?
Nope. Maybe the
hello.
Nope. It's Monday. And we do mental health on Mondays because I'm suffering. And check this shit out. I don't know if y'all knew this, so let me share this with y'all. When you take antibiotics, because whatever's going on inside of you is fighting, I have a throat infection, and I have my nose, obviously, plus the teeth thing. I can't get them pulled until the infection's gone, and I can't do the pulling until my heart is cleared for the pulling. But here's what kind of fucked me up, right? I started taking the medicine. I've been groggy. I've been heavy in it. I'm like foggy. I'm not just high. I'm like, bleh. I'm not happy. Started looking into it. Hey, antibiotics make you get like this. I didn't know that. I don't take antibiotics often. I'm a very clean person. So this is the first time that I've had this, or at least noticed it, because like I'm in the middle of like purchasing a new vehicle and there's a lot of shit going on. Be careful with antibiotics. Although they are antibiotics, they are doing things to your body, and it's definitely causing me to fucking just slow down. My asthma has been so much better now. I mean, how many episodes was I wheezing on the microphone? I'm a lot better and I'm thankful, but it is fucking my mental health up. Like, the whole dealership experience is driving me in fucking insane. If I set up an appointment with somebody at the dealership and somebody else approaches me at the dealership, I'm not okay with that. One, I don't like buying things from people I ain't talked to. Sorry, bro. It's just how I roll. If I spoke to somebody, I'm going to be loyal to them because I know it's a commission-based thing. Don't rope-a-dope me with some bitch and then it be a dude. Because I'm just going to walk around you and find the manager. Just give me the floor manager. Either way, I'm looking for this car. I want the car that I want. I can't find it. And they're overpricing it by like $20K, which really pissing me the fuck off because the car should not be fucking $80,000. It's already high enough. But whatever. We want the car. It's an electric car. This is the one we want. The stresses of shopping for a car that's, one, shorthanded, like they just don't have them, and dealing with fucking the chip shortage, and we don't know when we're going to have another one. Bro, I might have to settle for another car, but I want an EV. I'm over the gas thing. We're going to go full EV. And I want to do it. I want to do it right. I might have to settle for a different car, which I'm irritated about, but I'm spending $1,000 on gas. So you understand the frustration. I have to do 2 deals that'll set me up for my next deal, and it's going to take me about 9 months to complete these 3 deals that'll set me up for a huge bump in life. And it's so difficult to have goals that take a long period of time because you don't see any results right away. Like, our first goal was a 6-month goal. We'll be done by the end of this month, and we're on par. Now, our next goal has to be a big goal where we have to get a certain amount of money borrowed to make a move, and then one more move, and one more move, and it'll be complete. This is a 2.5-year fucking plan. It sucks. It's driving me crazy, and that's been on my mind. How is your mental health doing? Let's bust a shot for Big Papa one time. The Bronx, we made it. Brooklyn. I've just been having a weekend, y'all. Like, I've been really frustrated, to be completely honest with you. And it's, bro. So, I'm not the only one though. Here in Vegas, we've had a fucking weekend to say the least. The Grammys were here, everybody was here. I saw a bunch of people I didn't want to see. I don't really care for the music industry in that fashion anymore, like by no means. Shout out to Baby Keem. Let me get that out the way. Baby Keem is a rapper from here in Vegas. He won a Grammy. That's a huge deal. Congratulations to him and you know all his fans and whatnot for doing that for him. That's a big win for Vegas, and he reps Vegas pretty hard. And congratulations to him. He did it outside of Vegas. Just you gotta leave Vegas. I'm an outsider here. I live here now. I'm from New York, so I technically left. You gotta leave. They left. They did a great job, and whatever they're doing with them, they're doing a phenomenal job with them and everything over there. I think it's TDE, right? I'm not sure. Well, okay, Louis C.K. This was interesting. Let's talk about that. Louis C.K. was canceled for beating off on the phone. I know it sounds gross, but it was on the phone. Like on the phone. Like he was like, he called somebody, right?
Hey, this is Louis. Is this Beth?
And Beth was like, "Hey, Louis, what's going on?"
I promise you, when Louis called Beth, he was not gonna tell her he was jerking off. But somewhere in the conversation, he was like,
"Hey, real fast, what are you wearing?" And she was like,
She was like, a shirt?
"Take it off. I'm gonna beat my dick."
What?
I beg your pardon, Louis?
I said, "Take off your goddamn shirt."
Like, how do you, what are you doing? Don't do that. Stop making that noise. Oh, my bad.
Don't do that, Louis. Stop making that noise. Stop making the
noise.
And then Louis was like, "Don't tell me what to do, bitch. I'm gonna make all this fucking noise."
What the fuck is happening? Why did they cancel Louis for jerking off on the phone? Shut up. My story was on the phone, all right? Damn, fucking it up. God. Bust a shot for Gilbert one time. Was it his hotel room? I thought he called Shorty on the phone. I don't give a fuck. I'm sticking to my story. Gilly Monster says that he was doing it in the hotel room. Well, that's the appropriate place to beat off. I don't know. He won a Grammy last night after beating off on the phone or in a hotel room, either way. So I think he kind of beat cancel culture. Isn't this kind of, it was just maids? Well, nobody cares about the maids. I'm joking. That's not funny. That's not funny. But he did win a Grammy. That's a big deal, especially after beating off in front of maids. I think that's how the Bang Bros storyline goes. Oh no, big brother or step brother. What the fuck is? All right, Joe. Today's show is gonna be a silly show. That's what it's gonna be. Loner, I don't see you, bro. I got the chat gotta get popping. We lit. Also, Cardi B was on a rant. Like I randomly check online for stories, but when I run into a live that it's good, Cardi is a good streamer. I love her as a personality, hate her as a musician, but that's me. Don't judge me for what I do. Cardi went on her rant about, people and told them to SMD, Cardi, and, she came out there and basically said, yo, don't talk about my babies. Y'all ain't shit. I don't got to do nothing. And then she deleted her Instagram and her Twitter. So bust a shot for Cardi for just deleting everything and just leaving. She said, I'm not going to deal with this shit no more. I ain't going to deal with y'all. I ain't going to the Grammys. I ain't put on no music, which I thought was actually a very valid point. Why the hell would she be at the Grammys? But she really lets people get to her. Why would you, there's so much money in your social media. If you stop listening to the people, whatever. Hey, leave Cardi alone and don't talk about her babies. I heard somebody say her son is autistic. That's not funny. Don't put that type of shit on people's babies because that's not cool. No. We're not just going to be talking about people's babies because you a fucking miserable fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy as shit. But nonetheless, Cardi deleted all her shit. I got to give it to her, bro. Pause. I'm not like that. You know what I mean? Shout out to Offset. That's crazy. I can't believe it. And oh, my bad. Wrong button. It really needs. Oh, God. So, I need to fade that. If there's a fade. Can I fade that? How do I? Nope, that's not the fade.
That's not the
Fade.
What the fuck does
That
that?
do.
That's actually pretty awesome.
I didn't know that was a thing. My bad, y'all. I'm just trying to see if I could fade that. We have some really pressing news. Martha Stewart's I don't even know if I can get through this. Martha Stewart's cat was killed by 4 dogs. I think it was a gangbang gone wrong. They tried to jump him in. He was gonna be cussed. It was a rap, son. It was a rap. They killed that bitch. Oh no, wait. What do you call a girl cat? I don't want to misgender the cat. Was it a bitch? Is the cat a bitch? 4 dogs killed 1 cat. Why was Martha Stewart trending over the whole fucking world? Because 4 of her dogs killed. Were they black dogs? Oh, it's not a race thing. I'm sorry. That was her name? Yo, are you making shit up today? Because, yo, you wildin' on that side, bro. That shit is crack. Gilly is on 15, yo. Man, bust a shot for Gilly. Bust a horn one time for that boy, Loner. He's quiet. He's must be going through it as well. Oh, hey, you know what? God damn it, wrong button. I'll get used to it. My bad. Oh, God. I don't even know what that does. If y'all hear the beeps, that's pretty dope. So, Julia Child's docu-series show is on HBO Max, and I'm completely infatuated. My grandmother used to watch Julia Childs, and she used to watch like all the time. Julia Childs was like the first influencer. Oh shit. Is that a hot take? Was that a hot take? Did I hot take it? Oh, bars. Julia Childs was the first influencer. She was on TV. We're going to make some pudding. Ho, ho, ho. And she would like talk real weird in the throat. And she was big, but you could not help but watch her. It was her and some guy from the bayou, and he put salt down, bang, boom, bing. And it was on the free TV. But for real, I used to just pour salt in his hand. Like, that right there is 1 cup of salt. I promise you, goddamn right there. And he poured in the cup and it measured 1 cup. Like, he was great. My grandmother used to love that shit. And she would live through it every weekend, Saturdays and Sundays. That was her shit. So being able to watch the story of Julia Childs, Mandy don't give a fuck. I am blown the fuck away. She was whipping up the fucking sauce on the set or the eggs or whatever she made. Okay, that's my new show. So don't judge me when I'm watching her do her thing. Just pressing the button, you don't know what it do. No, I know what it do. I just don't know how to make it fade and sound cool. Damn it. Nope. Shut up. Okay, so maybe I don't know what my buttons do. Anyway, shout out to Julia Childs. Head over to HBO Max. Save on. Send me a check. I'm tired of talking about Hobo Max without getting a check. This shit is ridiculous. But Julia is fucking dope, okay? Julia is very dope. So we got a couple stories today. Nothing too crazy, but I definitely want to talk about this cashless ATM deal at the dispensaries, because if you shop at dispensaries like I do, I hate walking around with cash. Like, cash is so useless to me. But because of weed, I have to have cash. So let's get into this story, and we'll talk about all the different nuances of what these cashless ATMs really are and what they mean and why it's even a thing. If you go to a dispensary in Vegas, I think there's only like 3 of them that allow you to pay with a card. And the way they do it is that you pay and they give you back money. So it makes it a virtual ATM. Basically, they round it up to the nearest 5 and they give you money. That's basically a tip, really. Like, it's fucking set up genius to fuck you and take more money out of your pocket for the most expensive weed ever. Just woosah. Okay? Woosah. The purchase of cannabis is still federally illegal, although laws are continuing to pass every day that are making it legal. At the moment, on the federal level and the banking level, it is illegal. So this is a big issue because if they start fucking with the money again, they're gonna start fucking with the weed. And it's always a problem when they do this because they force these owners to sit there and have to deal with cash and getting robbed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so dangerous. It's just so dangerous. They don't fill a prepaid card when you pay with a card. No, they don't. Yeah, they accept cards. There's not a lot of them. It's very few. But we'll get into this story out of Fortune. And if y'all thought I couldn't read when we practiced the script, this is going to be fucking great. I'm looking at the teleprompter for the first time because I was so busy making this dumb shit, and I still don't know how to work it, but it sounds fucking dope. And I'm sorry for cussing so much, but I'm really having a day. But I'm glad we got that. The stories from Fortune. Cashless ATMs allow cannabis dispensaries to make sales that are disguised as cash withdrawals, a clever maneuver that circumvents banks' hesitation to handle marijuana-related transactions. These are the biggest fucking words ever, and I didn't practice this shit. Thank you. The process is simple. Dispensaries intentionally miscode marijuana products as ATM withdrawals, and then using a cashless ATM that often looks identical to a card reader. That's actually pretty fucking genius. Take the funds from the customer's account hassle-free. As an added precaution, many dispensaries also round up to the nearest 10 or 20 increments so that the payment looks more identical to a cash disbursement. Fucking dumbass. I'm sorry. And then give the customer the difference in cash. Right. Basically, they round it up so it looks like you made a withdrawal, and it's perfect tip money. What's the big deal for many cannabis related companies and businesses in the U.S.? It is a struggle to find a bank that it'll do business with because of the variable legal status of marijuana. Yeah, there's a lot of issues with that federally, which I think we're trying to just get through. The moral aspect of it is really still sucking ass. Federally speaking, marijuana is still illegal, and many banks are incredibly cautious of violating federal anti-money laundering laws by dealing with processes of federal legal marijuana businesses fucking idiot. Sorry. I got like Tourette's. I apologize. Federal legal marijuana. As a result, none of the major banks in the United States accept cannabis dispensaries or marijuana-related businesses as clients. So how does this affect the cannabis game? In a huge way. Again, so many robberies going on because of all the cash. You know how difficult it is to operate in this country with cash? I'm going to tell you right now, you can have the most cash in the world with no credit. Your fucking point, it's just worthless. You can't even make a move. 10 times the amount of money that I've ever made at one point in my life, and I had no credit and couldn't do shit. So this is a big deal for businesses that have all this cash and can't do anything. How does banking affect cannabis? Well, with cashless ATMs gaining momentum, most dispensaries across the country still conduct the major of their transactions with cash due to the federal ban on marijuana spoiling their ability to bank more traditionally. Will this method go up in smoke? That was clever. Up in smoke. Who the fuck wrote that? In December of last year, Visa released a memo warning against the misuse of ATM transactions and did not call out cannabis businesses specifically. It did. That's fucking funny that they know who it is, but they're not going to say it. It did say that the cashless ATMs are primarily used by businesses that are unable to obtain payment services based on current laws and prohibitions. They know. Okay, Visa's aware of. Oh, we got the whole. Okay, so Visa's aware of a scheme where POS devices marked as cashless ATMs are being deployed at merchant outlets and are operating in violation of the Visa core rules and Visa product and services rules and plus core rules of plus product and service rules. That's the dumbest shit I ever read. The company states fraudulent use of cashless ATMs will be subject to a non-compliance assessment and or penalties or subject to compliance. Okay, look, don't nobody care. Don't use your ATMs at the weed shop because it's illegal federally. And this may really cause a big issue because if they keep on forcing them to use cash, they're just getting fucked. There really is no reason why they won't take the cash. Like, I don't understand what the big deal is because the money, they're sure as fuck are taking the taxes. If they can take the taxes, they should be able to use the banks. It doesn't make any sense that they're not allowed to use banks, but you want to tax the product. You also want to tax the product damn near half. Like, you get literally half. If you go from start to finish from the seed to the fucking pipe, from the seed to the paper, you take damn near half. But I can't use a banking system. And to get a license is still $1 million. And to get anything else in the fucking weed and anything it's like pulling teeth. But hey, I'll keep you guys abreast of what's happening. Normal's fighting for federal legalization. I agree. I don't think that that's necessarily all the issues. My problem, this is more of a financial thing, not more of a legality thing behind marijuana. Or cannabis. Cannabis, as far as I'm concerned, is safer than alcohol. And if we're really going to talk about it, I'm still trying to figure out why the government owns alcohol. Did y'all know that? Boom. I know. I couldn't believe in my damn self. Oh God. Nobody knows. Okay. It's crazy. I do it on my lonely. So, Elon, that fucking guy. Elon's great. Elon's a great negotiator. If you pay attention to Elon Musk, he does things very sneakily. He attacks Twitter and then he buys Twitter. He bought the whole fucking thing. Don't listen to what Gilbert said. He bought the whole thing. He owns it now. He's going to change the bird, going to make it an electric bird. It's going to be a lightning bolt, and the shit's going to say Kachinga instead of Twitter. So let's get to the story from The Guardian. And Elon did not buy Twitter, but he bought a large stake. He's actually the largest stakeholder in Twitter, which means that there can be some big changes coming to Twitter. See, look, there he goes. Look how mad he is. Gunshots. Shut up. Gunshots. The Guardian, billionaire Elon Musk has taken almost $3 billion. Excuse me, it's not on. Can we get on? Thank you. The billionaire Elon Musk has taken an almost $3 billion stake in Twitter to become the social media platform's largest shareholder. The world's richest man who, that's always a great title. The world's richest man who has, what is this? I don't even know this word. Penchant? No, penchant. For eccentric behaviors frequently involving posts on Twitters, has built a 9.2% stake in Twitter. According to the filings made in the U.S. Secretary of SEC on Monday, shares in the microblogging site soared as much as 26% in pre-market trading. That's awesome. On the back of the news, adding more than $8 billion to its $31.5 billion market value before Musk's interest was made public. Shit. Musk shares are now worth $3.6 billion. What does this mean if he has this large stake? Does he now get to make decisions on the board? Does he now get to make decisions on how they censor, how they uncensor? Can he now give Trump back his account since Trump is running for president and he's going to win in 2024? Does Twitter just like stop having all the nasty porn on it? Or does it double up now because Elon's in this bitch? What do we do? I would agree with you, but having the largest stake in the company, no matter how small the amount, is still a big feat. And I believe that that's going to come with some power. With that having that much power, I see him, yeah, let's start to see what he could change. Fucking loosen it up. You got to loosen it up. And it's not passive. There's no way that Wall Street sees that as passive if he raised it damn near $5 billion with the announcement, just announcing he was buying that stake. You got to hold on. See, because you don't see the value in it. He spent $3 billion and they got 5 out of it. So no matter what's going on with Twitter, he can't turn it to TikTok. No matter what's going on with Twitter or who owns Twitter or at least the distribution of power, if he has the lead power, he's going to have something that he can do at the board level or at least assign things to assign people in positions where he can maybe affect the culture at that company. Because I feel like Twitter's culture is a shit, but it ain't going nowhere. You know, Twitter's going to be here for a while. It's one of those things that you kind of buy just to buy. I really think that that's, I don't know. It's interesting. I'm going to keep my eye on it, but I'm not really blown away. Twitter's not my thing. I'm not a Twitter user by no means. By no means. Oh, God.
A few moments later.
Don't believe Elon's gonna turn it into Twitter or TikTok, excuse me. I just don't. And Twitter is just not TikTok. Like this, nah, I'm not with it. I don't buy it, Gilbert. Not today. Gunshots for Gilbert and blowhorn one time. This is how I roll. That's how I roll. Yo, Gilbert is. Yeah, I gotta get a microphone on Gilbert. The chat's going crazy today, you guys. Going crazy today. Yes, we're gonna have a good day. We have to. I'm miserable. I'm falling apart inside. I am so sad. I am so sad. I do it on my lonely. When you on top, it get lonely. Yeah, I do. Are you fucking me? Is that it? Oh no. I'm so upset. I cannot believe that they just did that. All right, I'm gonna let it go. Let's get into the next story.
A few moments later.
This story, this one blows me away. I have for a long time have been against unions. I'm not a union person, but after COVID and seeing what's happening we need collective bargaining. We're going to need to have more power in the people. The government cannot force businesses to pay more, although they would like to. In reality, we have to make businesses understand that the people are going to want more because they deserve more. You're willing to pay 10 times the price for wood, but not pay 10 times the price for an employee. That's not okay. You'll pay $500 for a container today, $50,000 next week because of inflation. But when an employee says they need more money, you say no. Our lives revolve around our job and not our families. We spend more time around the people we work with, in which why we have more relations at work, why our fucking families fall the fuck apart, because people become slaves to jobs that don't pay for shit. And you're just chasing your tail because you're barely making enough to get ahead. And they love it like that. When I was in furniture, let me tell you something that I learned in furniture. Warehouse people should last 3 years. If you keep a warehouse person for more than 3 years, you're fucked. You have to pay them more than you're basically allocated to pay them, because you got to break down your budget. So you have an idea of what the budget's going to be. But as far as the warehouse was ran at where I previously owned, I don't even know if I should even say that. But either way, the breakdown with management was that you wanted people there 3 years and get them out. You want to pay them enough to keep them happy when they start, right? And then you slow trickle them until they get the fuck out. It's terrible. I hate it. I think that people should go to work as a seasonal thing. I think you should work at a job 2 or 3 years and then go do something else. I don't think you should ever be at a job for longer than that. I think if you start a business or you working at a warehouse or something that's making millions and millions and millions, even billions a year, there should be some type of ownership involved, because you're creating a ton of get back. Like, there's no way I make $100,000 worth of product a week and I only get paid $2,000 a month for this company. So although I have always stressed, I don't like unions, don't care for unions, this is a big fucking step forward in unions and in New York City with some pretty dope people. So let's talk about this story out of People magazine, because I thought it'd be like a better version of the story that's happening, but it really wasn't. It's long. Pause. Amazon employees in Staten Island decided to unionize on Friday, marking the first victory for the company's warehouse workers at one of its United States facilities. The ballots casted amounted to 2,654 employees, representing 55% voting in favor of the union, while 2,131 employees, 45%, were against the bid. Officials had noted that the results wouldn't be verified until any objections are counted, with both parties having the right to supply evidence by April 8th. So, as of right now, Amazon is basically saying, this is bullshit and y'all stole the vote. Amazon has all the money in the world. Jeff Bezos is one of the richest men in the world. He can throw as much money at this as he wants. In the eyes of the public, you will burn your company down if you don't do this right. You want to stop these unions, you got to start paying these people their true value, not what you think. $30 an hour is not a lot of money. I'm fucking tired of hearing this shit, bro. Bills go up and you're just expected to fucking pay. Your new phone bill's $400. Okay, I'm just gonna fucking pay it. Oh, gas went up $3 fucking. I'm paying 5 times the amount in gas from $3. I still don't even know how the fuck that math works. And I'm just gonna fucking pay. Yeah, okay, cool. So I'm just gonna pay that. But now you expect me to show up to your funky ass job for the same $9. Come on now. Christian Smalls, a former employee of the giant retailer, first formed the Amazon Labor Union, the ALU. As a matter of fact, this is very interesting. They started their own union. They didn't even go to another union. Just some brothers right out of New York City. This is the most beautiful fucking story I've ever heard. After he was fired from the company in March, during the onset of the pandemic, Smalls led a protest over the lack of worker protection against COVID-19, which cost him his job. They fired him. They threatened him. They arrested him because he brought him food. And you know what? He's winning, and hopefully he can win against a multi-billion, probably $1 trillion company. However, the company suggests Smalls did not comply with the safety protocols, claiming he violated the quarantine practice mandated at the time. Also, he said he was the only one that was forced to quarantine out of the whole factory. Only him. That's amazing. As he celebrated the future of the company's current workers following the win, Smalls said, I hope that everybody's paying attention now because a lot of people doubted us, according to the Associated Press ran the story. Why did we get it from people? We're disappointed with... So the statement out of Amazon was very amazing because Amazon is copping fucking mad please, right? Entry-level jobs deserve entry. Yeah, but an entry-level job today, what's that? What's the wage I think an entry-level job today should pay $27 to $30 an hour. That's entry-level wage. So if your statement is that, then yeah, I agree with you. If your statement is you should make pennies, no, because wood went up and nobody batted a fucking eye. So if wood can go up 100, 150%, why can't, no. Then no. Why can wood go up that crazy amount? Nobody say shit and we can't demand. If we go according to inflation, the minimum should be 28. So you're still off. And why is that max? McDonald's is an entry-level job. McDonald's has to pay for real estate. McDonald's has to pay for the food. McDonald's has to pay for whatever they have to pay for. And I'm sure those expenses have gone up. If McDonald's can't pay more, then it doesn't make any sense. This is not about skills. It's not about skills. It's about wood doesn't have a skill. Wood has, you see, economics is not based on the skill. It's based on the need, right? Or what you could do with the certain, fuck me, I can't even think right now, with a certain product. I understand McDonald's is a no-skill job, but we're not talking about McDonald's. We're talking about right now about jobs that do. And it doesn't even matter. We can say McDonald's. If McDonald's has to pay more in rent, if McDonald's has to pay more in power, more in food, more in whatever, then they have to pay more in wages. I don't give a fuck if it's entry level. Because if it used to cost McDonald's $100,000 to open a McDonald's, and now it costs McDonald's $1 million, why don't they pay their employees more? It's not about the skill. It's not about the skill because we live in a point in time where we've created robots to take the skill out of the job. So with that, now we have to compensate. You're not making any sense. It still doesn't change the stagnation of the value. What's the value of the person? You telling me there's no value in that person? If everybody quits, the factory shuts down. What's the value of the person? That's my issue. These companies do not value the people. They think that they could shit on people and walk away from them. I'm not okay with that. And I don't know what no skill means. Like, what is the skill that you're supposed to have? Let's talk about construction. A skilled job. My stepfather started in construction in 1990 and he was making $9 an hour. I started in construction in 2005 and I was making $9 an hour. People are forced to work. That's the only way you can live in this country. So don't start that because that's not even an argument. You know that. You have to go to work so you can live. No, you're not. But that doesn't mean that you have to take the money they give you. Okay, great. You have the choice to go to work. That's fine. But where's the negotiation come? Where's the negotiation? Why aren't you allowed to negotiate your wage? Because what you're saying says nobody's forcing you to go to work. So then how do I negotiate more money? Especially because high-end jobs aren't necessarily a thing. More people work low-end jobs. So how do we fix it? Exactly, negotiating at the point of hire. That's what I'm saying. If then we have to look at what the value of the person is. So you say the minimum is 20. Your max is 20. Your max doesn't make any sense. It has to be 27. If we're going off proper numbers, just rate of inflation, $27 to $30 is $30 an hour is for a low-skilled job. Let that sink in. That's what you're not understanding. Today, a low-skilled job is at a value of $28 to $30. $28 to $30 an hour is a low-skilled job. No, I don't give a fuck how it goes. We're running out of people. Check this shit out. We're running out of people that don't want to do laborers' jobs. So those jobs are becoming probably the worst to fill. As far as fruit picking, they're trying to come up with as many robots as they can to take care of that. As far as these low skill, what is low skill? No, because those that have certificates and degrees should be making $100 to $200 an hour. That's just the rate of inflation. Bro, I don't make up the rules. If my house was worth $200,000 2 years ago, today it's worth $450. So my wage should reflect. You should be able to negotiate your wage. And guess what? Having a degree doesn't mean shit to me. A certificate, maybe if it's a specific job, I understand that 100%. But again, your value is your value. I mean, what's a degree mean? I know more. You know more people that are successful without having any degrees or any type of fucking schooling. So it's not about school. It's that you have to understand that when you say low skill, it's at $30. That's what low skill equals right now. $30 an hour. That's what you pay for a laborer right now, low skill. And if you want somebody with high skills and all this other extra shit, then go on and pay $60, $70, $90 an hour. It sounds crazy, but that's what it is. A Kia is $90,000 right now. A fucking Kia. 20's not low skill, bro. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Let me finish the story. Amazon said we're disappointed in the outcome of the election in Staten Island because we believe having a direct relationship with the company is best for our employees. We've evaluated our options, including filing objections based on the inappropriate and undue influence by the NLRB. That with really the National Retailers Federation, I did not know that, and the U.S. Chamber of Commerce witnessing this election. Prior to the workers' victory in Staten Island facility, another election was launched last year in Bessemer, Alabama. However, it failed after the National Labor Relations Board found that Amazon had improperly interfered with the process of installing a mailbox in the facility's parking lot. Oh, ain't that a bitch? Let me see. Again, I don't agree with your number assessment because it doesn't make sense. Like, if your cost to work a business or run a business goes up, the pay to people that work for you must go up. Although you're allowed to get away with it because the government has put this bullshit minimum wage, doesn't mean that it's right by no means. And you have to define low skill. And low skill doesn't mean that you just don't get paid, because without low skill workers, nothing moves. Like, that's just, it is what it is. There's always going to, see, this is what always bothers me about economics. There's always going to be more poor people than rich. So the goal is that we're, obviously the people that run the businesses and own businesses are going to be the rich or the wealthier. So they're going to need to provide an environment and enough money to keep people to come back and work for their shitty jobs to keep them wealthy. I don't know. Low skill, it doesn't add up. Like, bro, for what you do, you should be making $200 to $300 an hour. It sounds crazy, but that's what it is. It's because we're old and we can't see past it, but no, low skill should be $30. So page 6 said that Vegas is dusty as a bitch. That's what this bum ass chicken head said. And we'll get back into this conversation after we finish this page 6 story about low wages. But so that's a good one, Gilbert. That was a good one. I appreciate your perspective. You got me talking. So, page 6. The music industry wants out of Vegas. Let me stop it right there. Gunshots for the music industry because nobody gives a shit. Let me explain something. Vegas might be actually too crowded for entertainment. And I understand some people don't get that. The reason why we don't have an underground scene in Vegas, or we don't have a music scene or any type of organic scene, is because there's 5 million things going on at every single second of the day at a very good price, high quality, with an amazing environment at any fucking property within that 6-mile radius. And then there's a bunch spread out. Yes, the music industry is going to hate Vegas. Excuse me, because they can't control it. There's no controlling it. There's too much going on. There's parties everywhere. People all over the fucking place. Suites here, suites there. We got Raiders now. We got football, baseball, basketball, soccer. We got all types of shit going on in Vegas. So as an entertainer myself, I understand it's very difficult to break in this town. This is not the town to break in. This is the town you come in after you are super established. Trust me, the music industry has its reasons for hating Vegas, and I think that they just can't get more out of venues. If they could like link up with the venues, how like Live Nation has a lot of the shit locked down, you would see a lot more shit going on. I think it's beyond that. I think the scene has been weak. Page 6, the music industry wants out of Vegas. Grammy weekend in Sin City is turning out to be a real mess, according to several industry insiders. Here's in quotations. People are stressed and frazzled, running up and down the strip. There are multiple conferences going on. A big poker event and getting luxury cars for artists has been a disaster. The 64th annual Grammys. Well, yeah, because everybody out here is trying to stunt, so there's no cars to rent. The 64th annual Grammy Awards were supposed to be originally aired January 30th from the Crypto.com arena in LA. The Recording Academy, however, was forced to reschedule and move to the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas due to COVID pandemic. Everything is about COVID, right? The move has caused the action-packed weekend to descend into chaos because no one wants to go to that gross-ass town. The Music Flack. Who said it? The Music Flack, who's not attending, told us. Of course, you didn't attend, but you got a lot to say. Even the outfits are upset to be there. Now they're just talking shit. Stylists are having meltdowns because There are no expert tailors like in LA, and they have to lug, oh my God, couture gowns and tuxedos through smoky casinos that smell bad. That's a fucking lie. Nobody smokes in any casino. Whoever wrote this shit is a fucking liar. Amid music people's problems, artists also have to scale back their entourages due to limited credentials this year, and there will be a serious shortage of big music label parties. The consensus is there's not much going on, and there's no one really wants to go to Vegas. And other industry insider told us, this just sounds like a bunch of pussies that ain't got nothing to do. Clive Davis even canceled his annual star-studded pre-Grammy bash due to logistic obstacles caused by the ongoing pandemic. It sounds like a COVID issue, not a Vegas issue, including unavailability of appropriate venues. That's a fucking lie. There's so many venues in Vegas. This is ridiculous. I don't understand who any of these people are, and whoever wrote this at page 6 from Vegas, from everybody here at Vegas, suck my dick. Nobody gives a fuck. Your story is irrelevant. If you can't handle Vegas, get the fuck out. Vegas ain't for everybody. This bitch will eat you up and spit you right out. Not to play with. Not at all. Yeah, basically, because basically. The Grammys is interesting. I saw so many just random comments and just a bunch of shit going on because of the whole Baby Keem situation, and I guess a couple other local guys ended up getting recognized, which is awesome. Listen, my only problem when it came to all the whole award systems and how that all worked, once I found out I had to pay, I was turned off. I thought it was off of merit and people fucking with you. I didn't realize that you had to pay and do shit like this. There's amazing tailors in Vegas. I believe this story is all just bullshit, just somebody mad. It literally sounded like a bunch of people that weren't invited and they had an attitude. It was a really good party at the MGM. There was a good Sony party over at Aria. There was a bunch of great parties and a bunch of great things going on out here with the Grammys. I'm over the music. I'm over it. I'm podcasting now. So we do this. But nonetheless, Vegas is trash. So suck our dick. We don't want nothing to do with you. Get the fuck out. That's how we feel. I thought it was an interesting read because both the people that shared the story were like, wow, this is an interesting read. And then I read it and I was like, this ain't an interesting read. It's a fucking hit piece on Vegas. Fuck them. That shit is trash. Bro, when you come to Vegas, you're not a star. You know how many people have money here? Like when it comes to the strip, that's different. The strip isn't Vegas. The strip is the strip. There's multi-millionaires on the strip all the time. A couple of rappers aren't going to move them out the way. There's some big ballers out there that spend crazy bread. And we're not talking about music money. We're talking about money. Money. Long, train smoke, long money. Pause. Well, all right, I'll stop. That story sucked. I didn't like it. Thanks, Gilbert. You definitely gave me some dialogue to talk. I would love to do that some more. Let's get into that some more. Now it's today's show. That was it. My name is... First off, thank you for being here. I appreciate y'all. I say first off so much that my son now goes second off. So thank you for being here. We appreciate you. The Kasabian Lavoe Show. Nope, wrong one. My name is Kasabian. Live in the moment. Don't live in the past. Be safe. Stay dangerous. Lavoe loves you. Wine.